Welcome to my channel, where we discuss everything and all things politics, economy, and development in Nigeria and around the world. Reno Omokri, one of the media aides to former President Goodluck Jonathan, and one of the campaign spokespersons of Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, the PDP presidential candidate in the 2023 presidential election, and now a megaphone of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. In his Twitter handle or X handle, he posted an issue that is so important to some people that they have now used it for advertisement in Nigerian newspapers. That is how important it is for some people. So we have to talk about it because it is important. And he titled it, How to Make the Naira Rise Again. How to make the Naira rise again. Of course, at a time like this, when you need 1,500 Naira to buy a dollar, it makes a lot of sense for people to listen to a position that Reno Omokri has, to the level that some people paid for it as advertisement in Nigerian newspapers. Like everything Reno Omokri, at the end of the day, it is not the solution to the problem of the Naira's weakness. That for Naira to rise again, what he's suggesting, you will see that it is not the solution. And we're going to look at it right away. But first of all, let us look at what Reno Omokri wrote, which was of interest, some special interest groups in Nigeria, that they were able to sponsor it as a newspaper advert. Now, he titled his piece, if you like, How to Make Naira Rise Again. This is what Reno Omokri wrote. Then I will pick the issues he raised one by one and dismantle it, so that you realize that his talking trade of deception is not gonna sell to some of us who can discern good from bad, possible and what is not possible, right and wrong. Now, this is what Reno Omokri wrote. He said, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu would do well to cast his gaze in the direction of the board of the Nigerian Communications Commission. There is some anti-Nigerian sentiment on that board, similar to what would have cost Nigeria a loss of almost $10 billion with the P and aide scam. Members of the NCC board are too close to MTN for comfort. Why should MTN have authorization to collect value-added tax? A foreign-owned telecommunications, what is their business with VAT? Who on the NCC board gave MTN those powers and why? What relationship do some members of the NCC board have with MTN? Going on, he wrote, is it a coincidence that former senior staff of Federal Inland Revenue Service is on that board? Are there some conflict of interest issues here. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission should be looking into this. This is an antitrust violation and unfair competition. In the United States, multiple firms that try this face congregational sanctions and $1 billion fines. Plus, people went to jail. Why would the NCC allow a foreign telecommunications officially branded a hostile monopoly by the Ghanaian government to get away with monopolistic tendencies in Nigeria? Ernest Ndukwe, a former executive vice chairman of the NCC, is on that board, as is my acquaintance, Mobola Olubusola Johnson, a former minister of communication technology. How can they sit on the board and watch such a travesty unfold? And why would the staff of the NCC, Helen Obi, undermine a Nigerian telecommunications firm on behalf of MTN, a foreign dominant player using information that was not verified and has since been debunked? Are there people in NCC trying to undermine the efforts of the Tinubu administration to revamp the economy and strengthen the Naira? Already, MTN is responsible for some of the significant capital flights out of Nigeria. Together with aide, they are responsible for almost $20 million leaving Nigerian economy for South Africa and India every day. It will be a shame if Nigerian officials help them to undermine the Nigerian economy as they have done in Ghana. My take on this is this. And before I go further on that, if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. Now my take. You know, Reno Omokri has a phobia for Igbo people in recent time. This is anti-Igbo sentiment you could see played out in what he presented. Because you can see how he singled out MTN chairman, Engineer Ndukwe, and Helen Obi in NCC, that they are undermining, they are colluding with MTN to undermine the Tinubu administration, to undermine the interest of Nigeria. And he said that, and this is a foreign organization. Now, that is the first leg of it, that Reno Omokri has phobia for anything Igbo. So he picked out Ndukwe, he picked out Helen Obi in NCC, that they are colluding with MTN to perhaps sabotage Nigeria's interest. And nothing could be further from the truth. Because the reason why the Naira is not doing well has absolutely nothing to do with MTN collecting value-added tax for Nigeria. That is the truth. You can argue as you like. The reason why, and I will give you the reason why Naira has continued to go down and will continue to go down until the right thing is done. I will talk about it before the end of this video. So there is no truth in his allegation that Ndukwe and Helen Obi, that they are undermining Nigerian interest at NCC and at MTN. And it is not true that MTN is enjoying a monopoly. It is a lie. MTN is not enjoying any monopoly in VAT collection in Nigeria. It's a lie from the pit of hell. Yet some people believe it to the level that they have to pay, they have to use this thing that Reno Omokri wrote to run it at advert in newspapers and pay hundreds of thousands of naira to get it published. Now, let us show you proof that MTN is not running any monopoly in Nigeria in terms of VAT collection. In 2022, the Federal Inland Revenue Service appointed MTN, aide, and deposit money banks as value-added tax collection agents, as VAT agents. You get me clearly? In 2022, the Federal Inland Revenue Service appointed MTN, aide, and deposit money banks as value-added tax collection agents, VAT agents. And what is deposit money banks? I mean, the conventional banks that you and I know, like Zenith Bank, GTB Bank, First Bank, Unity Bank, what have you. All the money deposit banks or deposit money banks in Nigeria, they collect VAT. So you can't accuse MTN of enjoying a monopoly in that business of tax VAT collection. Now, Federal Inland Revenue Service did this when it issued a public notice appointing MTN, aide, and all money, take note of it, and all money deposit banks as defined by the Central Bank of Nigeria, all money deposit banks as defined by the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN guidelines, as VAT collection agents, pursuant to its powers under Section 14(3) of the VAT Act, as amended, Section 14(3) of the VAT Acts and Section 14(3) of the VAT Act empowers the Federal Inland Revenue Service to appoint any person as an agent for VAT collection. Now, if not that Reno Omokri was in a rush to pursue whatever agenda he has against MTN, he ought to have known that MTN has license. MTN has banking license from Central Bank of Nigeria to operate as a money deposit bank. MTN has a license from the CBN to operate as a money deposit bank. And you and I know that MTN has the best structure and spread than even the conventional banks to be able to collect VAT for Federal Inland Revenue Service. There are many parts of the country you can go. You won't see GTB Bank, you won't see Zenith Bank, you won't see First Bank, you won't see all these banks. But all the hard to reach areas, you can get money points of MTN. So there is nothing wrong with Federal Inland Revenue Service using an organization, a telecom company like MTN, to be able to reach the hard-to-reach areas in Nigeria, where even the conventional deposit money banks you cannot be able to reach. There are many communities in Nigeria today. When you get there, you won't see all these banks, but you will see MTN in all those places. So it was common sense that Federal Inland Revenue Service did by including MTN among the organizations that could collect VAT on behalf of Federal Inland Revenue Service for the federal government of Nigeria. That is what Reno Omokri spent time just trying to demarcate both MTN, and because he saw some Igbo names there, he think that he has come with his normal process of attacking anything Igbo. And that doesn't even mean, because Ndukwe is the chairman, doesn't mean that Igbos have the largest share in MTN. At all. It's just Ndukwe, because he has the knowledge that they needed him to be the chairman of the board. And I don't see how it was because of MTN that the Naira is losing value. And unless they break the monopoly of MTN, Naira will not get strength. That's the message they are sending. That's neither here nor there. Now, Reno Omokri also said that MTN being owned by foreigners should not be collecting VAT for Nigeria. But he didn't know, perhaps he didn't know, that the ownership structure of MTN Nigeria has changed. Has changed. Many Nigerians are shareholders in MTN Nigeria. Only recently, Bayo Onanuga, while writing an op-ed, was talking about how the Nigerian stock market, that Tinubu's economic reform is working in the stock exchange, that people are cashing out, people are making money in the Nigerian stock market. And he cited shareholders of MTN among those who are making a killing now in the Nigerian stock market. Perhaps Reno Omokri is not aware of that Nigerians are part owners of MTN. So you can no longer look at MTN as if it is a foreign owned entity. Nigerians are shareholders there. Nigerians have interest there. Nigerians have a say there. Nigerian shareholders do vote during general meetings and every other thing you can think of that a corporate organization like that can do. So if you have an organization whereby almost 6.6 million Nigerians have shares in it, according to what Bayo Onanuga wrote, I don't know whether he was sure what he's saying about that. But the truth of the matter remains that we all are aware, we all live in this country, when MTN opened its shareholding for Nigerians to buy into it. And the Nigerian company that is into telecom is not even in the stock market. It's not quoted in Nigerian stock exchange. So people cannot even buy into it. The one that is owned by some Nigerians is just a selected few that you cannot even buy share. But all of us, any Nigerian right now, as I talk to you, you can call your broker now, they will buy for you MTN shares. So he got it wrong by blaming MTN for the woes of Nigeria, and also for claiming that MTN is not a Nigerian company, so it's not supposed to be collecting VAT. He got it absolutely wrong. Now let me school Reno Omokri on how to make Naira rise again. If truly Reno Omokri is concerned about the state of the Naira, and he needs President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's intervention, the first thing he must do is to note that MTN is not the problem of the Naira. So anybody telling you to sanction MTN for Naira to rise is just deceiving you. Even if you stop MTN from operating in Nigeria today, Naira is not going anywhere as long as the indices remain the way they are right now. Therefore, for the Naira to rise, Tinubu should follow the strategy of Peter Obi, the Labour Party presidential candidate, who promised to move Nigeria from consumption to production. Until this is done, until Nigeria is moved from consumption to production, before the middle of this year, 2,000 Naira will be needed to get $1. And it's not going to end there. So you must call Peter Obi and learn how to move Nigeria from consumption to production. So President Bola Ahmed Tinubu should work to increase productivity in Nigeria if you want the Naira to rise again. Let him increase productivity, local productivity, and reduce importation. Look at the 2024 budget. Look at how much dollars that are being frittered away from Nigeria in the importation of SUVs for National Assembly members, for the office of the First Lady, for the presidency, the office of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Just look at it. That is why Naira is the way it is. It has absolutely nothing to do with MTN. Why didn't they buy made in Nigeria cars, Jeeps from Enosin, assembled cars from Peugeot, Nigeria, in Kaduna? Why didn't they do that? And they are looking for who to hold for the reason why the Naira is the way it is. So they should stop importation and increase exportation. They should stop corruption. It is through corruption that our money, the dollars are flying away from Nigeria. Corruption. Anytime they share FAC money, you see the Naira, the dollar will increase in value. Governors are allegedly changing the Naira they just collected into dollars. They should stop that. They should stop some organizations collecting dollars as school fees in Nigeria. They should stop spending dollars. The lawmakers should stop spending dollars. They should be spending Naira. And then finally, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu should stop the flotation of the Naira. As long as this Naira continues to be floated, there is no headway. He should stop the flotation of the Naira. When in 2016, President Muhammadu Buhari and the MFL tried the flotation of the Naira, their fingers got burnt. They ran away. They didn't allow it to. They couldn't float the Naira more than 4 months. Up to 4 months, they couldn't. They ran away. So Tinubu should have the courage to say that he had made a mistake and returned back to status quo ante and began to do the things that Emefiele were doing in terms of protecting the Naira. If not, before the end of this year, it will be 3,000 Naira to the dollar. And Reno Omokri will continue to suggest what can be done and be pointing, accusing fingers at the wrong places. That is it. That's my take. Thank you for watching this video. And if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. And please don't forget to like this video, because when you like it, Google will rank it high and recommend it for more people. Thank you, and God bless you and yours.